Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the highlights today, I thought I'd spout some wisdom about World of Tanks, and I'm going to be giving you 5 interesting and memorable facts about World of Tanks that should help you in your gameplay. And bonus, if you guys do enjoy this video, I can make it a weekly thing, because it is very easy to do. So, let's go. First fact, American tanks, as a principle, have terrible arse armor. Even if you take something like the T95, which has 303mm of frontal armor, you look at its rear, 50mm. If it has T110 in the name, it has 38mm of armor. T110, E3, E4, E5. 38mm of arse armor. These things are terribly armored from the rear. Bottom line, if you have 60-70mm of HE pen or more and you're looking at the ass of an American tank, no matter what it is, you have a good chance of penning it. So load that HE, ram it up their bum, and go for that high damage shot. Sticking with picking on the Americans, the American tank destroyers, T-67, Hellcat, T-25-2, T-28 prototype, this line in particular has a major weakness, and I'll demonstrate it by looking at the Hellcat. Let's look at this turret. Ow! Oh! 16 degrees a second, that is abysmal. That is utterly awful. You want to try it yourself? Hop in your Hellcat, don't traverse your tracks, and just turn your turret. It is awful. If you can take the tracks off any one of these American TDs and get up around them, they are helpless. Utterly helpless. These things can be outflanked with the utmost of ease. And as we know, American tanks have terrible arse armor. Plus equals profit. The TR4 Hexa has the worst view range on any tank in the game, barring some low tier artillery. It has a base view range of 260 meters. That is utterly atrocious. Bottom line, if you spotted this thing, it probably hasn't seen you. Although it's worth noting that on hard terrain, it gets a ridiculous traverse speed of 60 degrees a second. This thing can spin, so if you want to beat a Hexa, don't flank it, engage at a distance, because it can't see you and it's funny. Here's a meme one for you lads. Back in the day, TDs used to have more or less the same view range as equal to tier mediums and heavies, right? Then they all got nerfed across the board, but the premium tanks did not. And that's left this relic of a bygone age, the SCM-36 Pack 40, a little tier 3 TD, French TD, that has preferential matchmaking. It is left here with a base view range of 400 meters, 10 meters higher than the tier 10 French light tank, the AMX 13105. Which means I have a view range, a spotting statistic of 988 and a view range at tier 3 of 563. If you see this thing on sale in the premium shop, that is the meme. The meme is, by existing, you will spot everything, everywhere on the map about 150 meters before it even has any chance to know that you are there. One thing people fail to appreciate about the Swedish TDs, the UDAs to the STRV and the premium as well, any of the TDs that have the Swedish siege mode, right, is that their guns are locked off. They are incapable of moving up, down, side to side at all without moving the entire tank. What that means is if you track these vehicles, you remove their entire capacity to aim. And if you've noticed, when your vehicle gets tracked, it has a physical reaction, right, to that track. It moves a bit forward. If you've got any momentum, it stops it and you arc forward, back and forth, right? In the normal tank, that's fine. It's compensated by even 1 degree of ability to move either way. The Swedish tanks do not have that. What that means is if you track these vehicles, their ineptness is mind-boggling. It is to the level that if you are getting shot at by an STRV in a town engagement that says 50 meters away from you, right, and you track him, let's say I was aiming at your lower plate at the time, you can track him and then literally just reverse 10 meters and he can't shoot you. Why? Because the angle's not there. Because he can't compensate anymore at all. You can move 1 degree to the left, 1 degree to the right. Hell, if you are on a mission, you can track an STRV and then look at where his gun is aiming, keep him perma-tracked, and just put your angled armor exactly where he is and see if you can get to bounce shells off you. You need to realise the ineptness of these Swedish siege mode tanks when they don't have their tracks. If they don't have them, they can't move their gun at all. Also, I thought I'd add a fun fact to these, one that won't particularly help you in gameplay, but is interesting to know about the game. The Panzer SFL, or Panzer Soufflé, as many have taken to calling it, at tier 5, German tank destroyer, it has a very unique attribute, and that is, it has 90 degrees of gun elevation, meaning that this gun can point directly up in the air like a flagpole. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bonus video. If you'd like to see more facts and fun things about one of the tanks that might help you in your gameplay and might give you a chuckle, please do leave a like on the video and let me know how you felt about what was your favourite fact that I listed, and discuss stuff in the comments. It helps my video and it's fun. So, farewell.